Hello, good evening, everybody. Today is September 23rd, and the time is 2028, 8:28 for you folks that don't know the military time. It's a Saturday, actually the day before I go on this wonderful run. Let's see if you folks can see it, but pretty good. Downtown Spokane, 4 miles. So that'll be happening tomorrow for me on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get into a couple things. Not so much document. Well, there is some documentation here, but I'll get into some other stuff when I pull all of it out, probably, and then the next time I post on YouTube here live. But anyway, first things first. So rewind. February 16th, Crystal Buck had placed a protection order on me, or she went in to get a protection order, and the whole thing was about that she was trying to establish just what the tribe told her to legally maneuver. And with most of those things scripted for women, all they have to say is a couple keywords, heated words, inflammatory words, with no basis or no facts. And for the most part, they'll give it to them. A huge percentage of the time, they'll give it to the woman with nothing. This new thing about preponderance of law, they completely disregard facts or any of that stuff. But long story short, she had one. They weren't ready, so they pushed it out further. So when they pushed it out, then Judge Chavez for Spokane Superior Court agreed with her. And the whole premise and basis of this thing, and I don't have any problem showing this, sharing this with you guys, is that they based it off because I didn't pay for her cell phone bill and her car insurance. And she chose to move out 2 years prior to this, but yet we were still hanging out, being intimate. Kids are over here all the way until January of 2023. February of 2023. So she got it. I made the motion to reconsider, and they just still did not do it. So what I think that is basically trying to set me up so that they can, if any way, shape, or form that I can contact her, then they say, hey, see, this guy is this is why we had the protection order. And they're going to fail at that. Absolutely. So it was a real squishy order. Both my attorneys are extremely, they're like, I don't understand this order whatsoever. He's like, I've never seen this order, an order like this. So it allows me to email her and text her solely about the kids. And then she can supposedly drop the kids off at my place and vice versa. And they called it curbside service. But none of us, I can't talk to her. She can't talk to me. Well, who the hell's going to monitor that? That's so retarded. But anyway, I have not seen my children since February 16th. And so this whole time I've been doing all these classes, getting my ducks in a row. And then when I did this parenting plan, it was really disturbing because in the parenting plan that she had, which I know she didn't write, somebody from the tribe wrote that for her. And, I have a pretty good feeling of who did it. And I'm coming after them too, legally. But she made the false allegations and accusations, basically character assassination and defamation and libel, that I abused her physically and that I abused my kids physically. Now, none of this, there was no CPS reports, there was no medical reports, there's no school reports, there's no police reports, nothing. There's absolutely nothing where she's making this basis off of. And this next time when I go in, I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to point it right out and say, listen, she made these allegations of that I abused her and abused the children. I want this investigated. And I welcome that investigation because I know for damn sure they're not going to find jack and shit. So it's just really sick and disgusting. The games that she's playing like that with our children. Not once did she go into court and think of the best interest of the children. Not once does she go in there. You know, she just cries and whines and pisses and moans. She's mad because, you know, I'm suing her sister because her sister is the one that put that up there. And I've got the emails for it. And so, you know, I'm putting that in my facts and evidence to the federal court, which they still haven't come back yet. But, you know, it's going to come back for you know, a good thing for me. So this coming week, I'm going to file some more charges on people. So and they have it coming. They have it coming. Absolutely. So one of them is going to be a RICO charge, and in that RICO charge, which is racketeering, influence, and corrupt organizations. There's 35 crimes listed under the RICO statute, and all I have to meet is 2 elements of that RICO statute in order to file for that alone. So I've got that covered, and I've got the facts to cover that basis on that. So the proof for them is that they have to show that none of this ever happened. Well, they can't do it because they have court paperwork that shows it, and they have judge stamped things that has communication between Crystal, the judges, and the judges themselves, and personnel and staff within the tribal court. So, you know, they're going to eat a big shit sandwich eventually. But that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. And that's what I'm trying to do. In the meantime, I've just been filling my time with AA meetings. I'm volunteering for a couple schools. I'm doing anything that I can so that I keep my mind strong, that mental warrior, and that I can kind of keep myself together, because I sure, you know, it sucks for me to say, but I still love this woman. I still love Crystal. You know, and it burns me out. But fact of the matter is that my kids are there, and those kids love me. It's really tough. I'm very vulnerable with that. But I'm moving right along. I'm doing these things that need to be done for myself, for my children, and in the long run. And it's going to pay off. You know what I mean? As God is my witness and my provider and my strength. He's going to help me out. I mean, I'm busting my butt and doing this stuff, and that's what I want to impress upon you folks, is that whoever's watching this, you have to stay in the fight. You have to be there. You have to stick up for yourself, and you have to stick up for your children, because nobody else is. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it on the basis like, oh, well, you know, yeah, maybe we should do this. No, you have to force them by laws. You have to force them by doing this stuff. Shaming them isn't going to do anything. They only learn by laws and being punished under those laws. So, you know, hang tough if you're a person like me. It gets to me. You know, it really does. There's times where I'm just like balled up and, you know, crying without my kids, you know, Strider, Sumerian Blade, and it hurts. It really does. I've said this time and time again, but I'd rather be back in the Marine Corps going through all of that stuff and then dealing with this. I mean, geez. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting and it's sick. But anyway, so I have that protection order coming up. I'm about 6 months through. People are saying, well, hey, modify this, modify that. Well, yeah, I'll modify it, but I want to get all these classes done so that they can't sit there and say, oh, well, you didn't do this, or we're going to make you do this. And it's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I'm paying thousands of dollars in order to get these classes, but I'm doing it again for myself and for my children. I'm going to fight for them till the day I die. And it sucks. I'm lonely, but I'm not alone. And I've said this before too, is that those powers that I think that are really wrong and evil want me to make me feel like I'm alone and lonely, because that's when they win. But yeah, it's tough. It's really rough, but I'm maintaining, I'm surviving, taking care of myself, going to the gym, uh, 6 times a week, running, um, trying to do some of these things that I know are going to help me and be healthy in the end. But um, I'm going to go back over um, sometime next week and file those charges for them. I got to file it in federal court first, and then I have to take those, and then I have to give it to my process server, and they're going to get it. So it's going to be a good welcome surprise for them. But these people don't know who they are, and I won't tell you till after I file it, and then I'll give you guys the paperwork. If you subscribe to Facebook, hit me up on Facebook too. I'm under Kyle Spencer. And you'll see my kids and I think a saying on there. But yes, by all means, ask me questions. I hope that all of you are doing well, better than me. And please, any support that you can give, whether it's verbal, financial, any of that stuff, it's going to help out in the end, because what helps one of us is going to help all of us. But this one's going to be a short video tonight. I can already see I'm out at 11:30. But one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know is that I'm just really, really, really hurt by some of this stuff. Most recently, she filed for child support, but she didn't use any of the orders. She didn't use any of the things that she probably could, because she knows that they're bogus. So the tribe is really pushing her on doing these things. And she's just going to get herself in trouble, but like she told me, right before she left, she sat there, she's like, well, you made your bed, now lie in it. Well, that karma is going to come back to her, and she's making her bed big time, and she has to lay in that thing. So I know who I am. I know what I am. I know I'm loyal to my family and my friends, and I was loyal to Crystal. It really sucks because she chose her family over our family that we were creating and making. And it's bad. I don't understand why this cognitive dissonance that she seems to have and the tribe seems to have. But anyway, I'm hanging tough. I'm surviving. I wake up every day and I thank God. I go to bed and I pray to God that I'll be okay and I can wake up the next morning and the strength that I'm doing. So I'm pushing forward. It's kind of analogous to that buffalo that sees the storm, and that he doesn't run away. He goes through the storm, and once he gets through on the other side, it's sunshiny and great, and he's still there. So I really do like that. So I have some supporters, Red Road to Wellbriety, a gentleman named Robert Hayward out of Spokane Tribe. And so I really, really, really do take up my time with a lot of that stuff. Shoot, what else was I going to say? There's a couple other things. I'm going to get some documents and read them word for word on some of these things for you on how to sue individuals in the tribe, both in their official capacity and their individual capacity. And some of the things that they always try to use, like sovereign immunity, which is, bogus and garbage. You just have to have the right things and make sure. But, I love you guys. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Energy comes back. Good energy, bad energy. Remember that all energy comes back to you. But I'm so glad that I get smudged every week. I'm going to have somebody clean my house and smudge my house and pray for my house and my children, and pray for Crystal too. So if you're there in the situation, it's not hopeless. You're not helpless. If you need some support, shoot me a message, an email, find me on Facebook, whatever it is. I'm there for you. I'll try to be there for you. At the same time, it's quid pro quo. You know what I mean? When I'm having a rough time, I expect some good advice coming back. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching my channel. And I hope that this helps you a little bit. And you have a wonderful Saturday and a good Sunday and a great weekend.